Yes, it's finally here, the most anticipated sequel of 2017, and that is Daddy's Home 2. Alright, all joking aside, Daddy's Home 1 in 2015, it was an entertaining film. It was lots of fun. My wife and I went to go watch it with my parents on Christmas Day at the theater, and we all walked out with a big smile on our face, and we had a really good time. And let's be honest, if you can make two Korean immigrants in their 70s laugh out loud that many times, you've done a good job. Now here we are with a sequel that probably no one was asking for, but it's here anyway, and it's bigger, but is it better? So Daddy's Home 1 was a story of Will Ferrell, the stepdad, trying to get along with Mark Wahlberg, who was the real dad of Will Ferrell's stepkids. And after all the conflict in the movie, at the end of the movie, of course, they get along and now they're co-dads. Now Daddy's Home 2, of course, being a sequel, needs to bring in more characters, and so they bring in the fathers of Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. Will Ferrell's father is played by John Lithgow, and Mark Wahlberg's father is played by Mel Gibson. Now when I saw the trailer, I thought that was genius casting. Mel Gibson plays that, you know, rough and tumble kind of old guy who would be like the kind of father that Mark Wahlberg would have, and John Lithgow being the kind of soft, nice guy that he is, was a perfect fit for Will Ferrell's dad. So now they both come to visit the kids and the family during Christmas, and then there's your movie. Now my biggest problem with Daddy's Home 2 is the overall tone of the movie. The original Daddy's Home film was nice, wholesome, fun. It was very entertaining. Of course, there were some crazy antics with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell trying to one-up each other, but none of it was really nasty, you know. But Daddy's Home 2 just brings a very, very negative energy through the whole story and to the characters that was never really there in the first film. You have characters who are bullies, you have kids who are getting drunk, kids who are spoiled and bratty, you have Mark Wahlberg's wife who barely has 2 lines in the whole movie, and now that I think about it, I don't think Mark Wahlberg said a single word to his wife in the film the whole time. So basically she's just there as window dressing, and there's an ongoing story thing with her that has no payoff whatsoever. So the whole movie is just filled with such negative energy and things that you don't really want to see in a film of this nature. You know, I have no problem with dark comedy or kind of, you know, edgy comedy. In fact, I love it, and if anything, I probably enjoy it more than anyone else, but it has its time and place, and Daddy's Home 2 is not the right place for that kind of film. Just to give you an example, there's a scene in the movie where a young little girl picks up a rifle and shoots a couple of wild animals, and I'm thinking to myself, is that supposed to be funny? Obviously the writers of the movie thought so, but when it plays off on screen, it comes off like just totally, I don't know, I just felt it was really inappropriate. And trust me, I'm not one of those SJW snowflakes by any means. I can take a good joke, but the humor here was just very out of place over the entire film, and characters were just doing so many despicable things all throughout. You're asking yourself, who am I supposed to be rooting for here? It's like they're bringing this comedy out of such a dark place, and again, there's a time and place for that kind of comedy, and this is not the film for that. This is a film where you have young kids, it's a holiday film, and that kind of negative tone just doesn't really belong in this kind of movie. And I'm being thrown off by all the humor that is trying to be edgy, and I just felt myself just kind of losing it and not really getting to the movie at all. The one saving grace is that the finale focuses on a Christmas song that I happen to really, really love, and that was really cool to watch. But other than that, the film overall is not very funny. It's very mean-spirited. It's not a family film or a holiday film that I could recommend. So Daddy's Home 2 gets a 3 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, MC on Film, please do so by clicking on that face down there, and come back next week for another movie review.